Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eilidh. Today we're going to be rating everything I've ever crocheted. Kind of. I've crocheted lots of different things. I started off with like amigurumi, and then I tried to crochet a bit more clothes and wearables and bags and that kind of thing. So I'm mostly going to be rating kind of clothes and accessories and that kind of thing that I've made. As you can see behind me, I've got some of my amigurumi projects. This one here is actually meant to be my dog. It's quite cute. It didn't turn out quite as I hoped, but yeah, I do still like it. So I'm going to start off today with some of the tops I've crocheted, so we'll just jump straight in. So this here is one of the first tops I ever crocheted, and like a halter neck, stripy bralette crop top thing. I do quite like it actually. I'm just not such a fan of the colours, they're quite bright and it's made with acrylic, so it's a bit hot and itchy. It's not very good quality yarn. I'm going to be rating everything out of 10 today, by the way. I think this one I'd probably give a 5. I quite like the style, but I can't see myself ever actually wearing it. Next I have kind of a similar top. It's the same style as the last one, but I made this about a year after I made it about a year ago. The first one I made about 2 years ago. This one is made out of cotton, so it is much better yarn, and I really like the colours. I feel like they're quite like sophisticated, a bit nautical. Yeah, I really like this one. This one I probably rate a bit higher, maybe an 8 out of 10, so I'm still not 100% sure I could see myself wearing it. And then I have another one, basically the exact same. This one I really do like though. I really love the colours of this one. This one is sort of a acrylic merino wool blend. There's some moss in it apparently. It must have been come from my garden. Yeah, I really like the colours of this one. It goes really nicely with linen trousers, denim shorts. Well, I think this one I would give maybe a 9 out of 10 because the material's still a wee bit sort of hot and itchy. Next I have this top here. This one I absolutely love. I love the design, I love the yarn. It's the same one I showed, just not the last one, the one before. It's made out of the same cotton, and yeah, I really do love this. It's a very cute top when it's on. Yeah, I love the cross. It's got a little tie back. I really love those, so you can just tighten it up as much as you want. This one I would probably give a 10 out of 10. Next we have another of the triangle stripy tops. If you can't tell, I made quite a lot of these. This one is really nice. I really do love the colours, but it is made out of that same like acrylic merino wool. It's a bit hot and itchy still, but yeah, I really love the colours. It doesn't fit so well as the other ones though. It kind of tends to like stick out a bit around the cups. It's not very ideal. So this one I maybe a bit lower, maybe 6 or 7 out of 10. I have another brown one. It's basically the exact same as the green one. This one probably just rate the same. It's pretty much the exact same. So yeah, 6 or 7 out of 10. Now I have a slightly different design for these tops. I really do love the like style of this top. It's really nice. It feels like it's a little bit more secure and covers you a little bit more than a normal crochet top, I think, because it comes quite high around the back there next to the cup, so it comes a bit sort of higher around the side here. Yeah, it's a really nice design. It really looks quite nice on, quite flattering. It also still has the sort of tie detail at the back. I think pretty much all my tops have that. Yeah, I really do love the colour of this one, but the material again is acrylic. I used a lot of acrylic before I realised how good cotton was to make clothes out of. So this one maybe an 8 out of 10. This one is basically the exact same as one I just showed, but it's turquoise, and the last one was made out of chunky yarn. This one is just DK weight, so it's a little bit more like lightweight and flexible, so it doesn't feel quite so secure. It like stretches a wee bit more. So this one, I do love the colour of this one too. It's a really lovely colour. This one I'd maybe give a 7 out of 10. Now this top is the exact same style, but I absolutely love this colour. It was the first one I made of this style before the last two, and it's absolutely gorgeous, but I made it too small. It doesn't actually fit me, which is a shame because the colour is gorgeous and I really do love this style of top. So I'd have to rate this one a 5 out of 10 because I love it, but it just does not fit. Next we have sort of this mesh beach cover-up top. Yeah, I quite like it. I've never actually worn it, but I feel like it could be quite nice as a bikini cover-up, but it's sort of fits a bit weird. These bits are a bit narrow, so like you come a little bit too far across your chest. So this one I'd maybe have to give a 6 out of 10. Again, it's made out of acrylic, so it's a wee bit sort of itchy and hot compared to like the cotton one is. This one here, I've actually not tied up the back, so it's sort of the same style as the other one I showed with the cross at the front, but it's just a bandeau. But this one, it doesn't really cross properly. I made this, but it is so gappy. I don't know if you can see that you could literally just never wear this. So yeah, this one will probably have to get like a 0 out of 10 to be honest, maybe a 1, because the colours are quite nice. And then I also have this top here. It's like a bralette style one, I guess. It's got like this ribbing. I do quite like this ribbing, but not really for a top like this. It's quite good for jumpers and things. So it's just a halter neck tie. The cups are quite nice. They have sort of this scalloped edging, but they are a wee bit see-through. I would probably have to sew cups into this one if I was actually to wear it. Alright, next I have sort of different style tops. This one's like I don't know, I think you call them like boleros, just sleeves. Yeah, it's sort of a mesh pattern. You can see the whole sleeve there. I do quite like this. It does look quite nice with some of my summery outfits, but I just never wear it. It's made out of this nice like cotton acrylic blend, so it's very nice and like stretchy, but not like stretching out of shape. And it's very soft and nice. This I would maybe give, I do like it. I like how it looks, even though I have never managed to wear it. So this would maybe get a 8 out of 10. This is basically the same as the other one, but it's more of like a full length top. You see there, it's like kind of like cropped, and it's got the long sleeves. I'm actually making a top kind of same style as this, but with a nice flower mesh pattern instead, which hopefully will look really nice wear with summer outfits. Yeah, I really do like this, and this would probably have to get a 9 out of 10. It's made out of acrylic, so that kind of knocks that point off. Next I will move on to my jumpers and cardigans, sort of more wintry things. So this here is a jumper I crocheted, sort of started it last autumn. I think I finished it just before Christmas time, so I did wear it a few times over the winter. Can't really see the whole thing there, but yeah, I really like this. It's made out of acrylic, but I quite like acrylics for jumpers. They work quite well. I've got like sort of ribbing for the sleeves, and then I used, I think, I don't know, maybe an extended single crochet stitch. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I quite like it. I like the style, I like how it fits. The only thing is the neckline is quite wide, so you can't wear many tops underneath or they show, and it is a wee bit sort of stretched around the back of the shoulders. It's getting a wee bit gappy, which I don't like. But other than that, I really do love this, and I actually really love the colour. I didn't really expect to love this sort of kind of grass green. I guess this one would maybe have to get a 9 out of 10. Yeah, if it wasn't for the neckline and the gapping, it would probably get a 10. Here I have another jumper I crocheted. This one was actually one of my first big projects back about 2022 or 2023, I think, quite a few years ago now. It's just a black jumper. I crocheted it to wear to school. Actually, it's made out of a half double crochet stitch. I don't know if you can see that well. It's quite nice. And then this is like sort of crocheting the front post and back post, I think, to make the ribbing. Yeah, same problem with the other jumper. The neckline's like so wide, which is okay with a school shirt, sort of show around there, but for other things you really can't wear like normal tops or they show around the neck. It's very boxy, which is probably one of the things I don't like about this. So I did actually wear this to school quite a bit, and yeah, if it wasn't for the neckline and the fact that it's so boxy, probably I'd have to give this an 8 out of 10. I can't really see myself wearing it now that I don't go to school, but yeah, it's quite nice and actually quite good for one of my first big projects. This here is a cardigan I made. I actually unravelled a green jumper I had because I really didn't like the style. It had like a really high neck and it was quite long. I didn't really like it, so I unravelled it to make a cardigan. And I love the colour, and it is a nice cardigan, but it just fits a bit weird, and I don't know what it is about it. I'll insert a photo in the corner so you can see. It just kind of like sits quite like open. It doesn't really like close. It's quite short. The sleeves are good, and but it's also quite thick, I guess. It's quite heavy and thick, which the original jumper is actually like as well. But yeah, I really love the colour. It's actually quite a nice yarn to like touch and wear. So this would maybe get a 7 out of 10. So that's all my jumpers and cardigans. So now I'm going to move on to sort of bags and other similar things. So this here is a sort of phone bag. It's meant to be sort of like a beachy pattern. I used like a shell stitch, so it's sort of blue like the sea and then sort of sand coloured. I quite like this, but the yarn I used for the whole thing actually, it's very like scratchy and not very nice feeling. And the strap's quite short because I was running out. I do quite like this. I guess maybe I give it a 7 out of 10. Next I have this green crochet foam bag. I think I maybe made this as a present for someone and never actually gave it to them. This one has like a button here, they sort of like snap close, and it's made out of like double crochets. There's more moss on this one. I must have taken all this stuff out to garden to take photos of, and it's just covered in moss. And yeah, I just used chains. I actually used it. I used 2 different colours of green yarn and like used them together to sort of get this like pattern throughout, which is quite nice. If it wasn't for the fact that it's like so bright green that it's kind of hard to style with a lot of outfits, and that I wouldn't really use a bag like this that often, I would probably rate it quite high, but I think I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Next I have lots of like little handbags. So first I have this green one. It's actually made out of the same one as the cardigan. It's the exact same colours. This is quite nice. Sort of got like this raised edge here. It's just made out of maybe extended single crochets again? I'm not sure. It's quite nice. It's quite big. Could probably fit my phone, purse, quite a few things. And it's got one of those like buttons inside that sort of like snaps shut. Yeah, it's quite a good size and I do really like the colour. This one probably 8 out of 10. This little grey one here was the first handbag I think I crocheted. It's just kind of simple. I didn't really like do anything around the bottom to make it sort of sit a bit wider, so it kind of looks a bit sort of flat. It also just has the same sort of fastening clasp as the other one. I think I used just single crochets to make it, and I did it in roundeds, which is why like the strap looks a wee bit different to the actual bag. Yeah, this one, there's just something about it I don't really like, so this one maybe be a bit lower, maybe a 6 out of 10. This here is just a little mesh handbag. It's quite cute. It would maybe be quite cute to take like on holiday. It would actually be really cute if I put some charms on it. Actually, it would look really cute with like a flower hair clip like the one in my hair, I think. I'll maybe have to make one of those and like attach on. But yeah, it's quite cute, just not very practical, I don't think. It's made out of the sort of acrylic cotton blend yarn, so it's like a wee bit stretchy, but I don't think it like loses shape too bad. And then it's just like a, I think, double crochet mesh stitch with like double crochet solid at the bottom, and just yeah, mesh again for the strap. This one is quite cute. I'd maybe give it a 7 out of 10. This one here, I love this bag. Like, I really love the colour, and I sort of wish that I had stuff that would go with this bag. It's made out of quite heavy stuff. It's like macrame yarn. Not sure if that's right. I think I used double crochets possibly to make it working like in rounds, and just like double crochets like once over for the strap. And it's just got one of those same like buttons to fasten. Yeah, I really do like this, and I have the same yarn in brown, grey and white, so I may make another in a colour that I'd probably be more likely to use, but it's really good. It's really like sturdy, really quite thick, wouldn't stretch at all. Yeah, I really do love this one. I think I'd actually have to give this one a 10 out of 10. I just wish I actually had clothes that matched it. Next is just a little basic brown handbag, and kind of similar to the green one earlier. It has one of the same buttons as all my bags. I think I bought like a huge box of these off Amazon. It's just single crochets, extended single crochets perhaps, and it has sort of this like raised edge just to add like a little bit more detail. Yeah, this is quite cute. It goes quite nice with like white, blue. Oh, it goes with a lot of my outfits, to be honest. Yeah, this one I'd probably give a 8 out of 10. It's like a bit small perhaps, so I don't think I'd quite give it a 9 out of 10 or 10. Next is basically it's the same style as the brown and the green one, but it's just made out of like this sort of like fluffy chenille yarn. I think this is actually yarn from Aldi, like baby chenille yarn or something. I'm not sure. It's really quite nice and soft though, but quite hard to work with. But yeah, this bag's quite cute, I think. Yeah, I'd probably give this one an 8 out of 10 as well. Now I have a bit of a bigger mesh bag, sort of a beachy one, made with cotton yarn. These, like, they really stretch so bad when you make them out of acrylic. This one's made out of cotton double crochet mesh stitch. I really like the like handle, and I think this would be really good for the beach. And especially, I hate when you get sand stuck in everything and the sand would just fall straight out all the gaps. So I think it would be really good for that, and it would dry fast as well. So yeah, I think I might actually give this one a 10 out of 10. This one here is another of the mesh beach bags. It's a wee bit bigger and sort of thin strapped. This one's made out of acrylic, and I love this bag pattern. So yeah, I'd probably get a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the acrylic. It is like quite stretchy, probably stretch out of shape, but I might actually line this. I have some material, I think it's pretty much the same colour. I actually bought it last year when we were on holiday in Morocco. Like, you had to buy these big bits of material to wrap around your head like a turban to ride the camels in the desert, and yeah, it has no purpose now for me, so I might cut it up and make it into like a lining for this bag, and then I think it would be really good. But right now I think I'll have to give this a 7 out of 10. And then I have just the same bag again, except this one is the exact same pattern, same size, everything, but it's made out of cotton. It's emu cotton. I bought it from the Knitting Network, and it's colour pistachio. I absolutely love it. It's such a beautiful colour. I love the bag, like a good size, and yeah, I'm gonna take this one with me on holiday, take it to the beach. I think it was perfect for that. So this one I think I might actually have to give it a 10 out of 10. That is me finished with all the bags. So next I'm just going to rate some of the AirPod cases I have crocheted. I will show you, I also have my AirPods here to show you. So this one I crocheted, like, I think it was the first one I crocheted. My mistake was using kind of slightly chunky yarn, so it's like a bit big, and it has this nice little like tulip pattern. Don't know if you can make it out that well. A little handle just so you can like hang it around your wrist, or you can like tie it onto a bag. But yeah, it's really cute, and it has like a hole in the bottom so you can still charge your AirPods. Yeah, this one's quite cute. I think if it wasn't for like the chunky yarn, I would probably get like a 9 or 10, but I think I'd have to give it a 7. Next I have this really cute watermelon case. It's really cute. I do love it. It does really look like a little like slice of watermelon, but it's your AirPods, and it's quite cute. I think I would have to give this one a 9 out of 10. I don't think I give any of my AirPod cases a 10 because they all like kind of, yeah, they all kind of like slide off a bit too much for my liking, so I don't think I could rate any of them quite a 10. This one is basically just the same design as the first one, just using slightly different yarn. It's a bit more of like a browny beige one, same tulip pattern and a little strap to go around your wrist or your tie on your bag or whatever. But yeah, this one's quite cute. I'm not sure what I think of the brown though. I think I prefer like a white or cream, so I think this one would have to get an 8 out of 10. Next I have just a nice little sage green pattern. I actually made loads of these. I had some nice sage green yarn. I really love the colour. This one would have to get a 9 out of 10 because I really do love the colour. Yeah, purely based on that. And it has a strap as well. I really do love the strap. So very useful. And I think this is the last one. Just a little teddy bear AirPod case. Just got little ears, like a little teddy bear. I think it's very cute. It doesn't have the strap though, and the top doesn't fit like quite right, so because of that I'd have to give it a 7 out of 10. But yeah, that is everything today. I do have more things I have crocheted, but I've sold 1 or 2 things and I don't want to start like rating all like my amigurumi things because I have so many. Oh, I forgot one thing though, my hair clip. I actually only made this like yesterday for when I go on holiday. It's just like a little hibiscus, like frangipani type flower. I wanted to buy one of the plastic like hair clips with the flowers, but my hair's so thin that I didn't think like it would really sit right, so I decided to crochet some instead. It's just got the wee clip, I just glued it on the back. But yeah, this is really cute. I want to make more. I've actually got a blue one, but I can't show it right now because the clip is drying and I don't want the clip to like come off before it's fully dried. I started making one in yellow, but I ran out of the yellow before I finished. So I'm going to have to find more yellow yarn before I can do that. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and comment down below if you'd like to see patterns for anything I made today, or not made today but showed you today. And yeah, if you'd like to see more of these types of videos. Thanks for watching, bye!